Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show. I'm going to pre-record this video and upload it at some point on Wednesday. I'm going to do my second mock draft, 2.0, I guess NFL 2.0 mock draft here. It's going to be a little bit different than the first one I did. I'm going to do a bunch of these, but I'll probably do another one next week. It's the last one I'll do this week. Because all it's on is the Warriors game at night, and then I'll do a news video. I just want to do a mock draft because I don't have really anything else to do. But let's get right into it. We'll start with the Raiders. Anytime I do these, it's going to be the same pick, obviously. Fernando Mendoza, #1 overall. They finally found, finally found their favor after multiple years of trying to dress that quarterback position. The Silver and Black Lightning defeating the league's worst team is the opportunity to select a legitimate franchise quarterback. Well, you may still experience Jamarcus Russell PTS, post-traumatic stress, from that pick, which failed. But I think Fernando Mendoza has the makings of breaking that trend and finally giving the Raiders a first round QB worthy building around. Like, he brings stability to the Raiders quarterback position. He's a accurate passer, plays the ball very well, really high football IQ, which elevate the Raiders passing offense after finishing bottom 5 this past season. Obviously, you have J.T., Brock Bowers. Just need to fix more of that offensive line and get like a legit receiver one. Because you have J.T. and Bowers. I think the Raiders are easy to fix. The Jets, I think they're going to take Ruben Bain. Even with the second overall pick, they find themselves in the worst possible position as a quarterback star franchise. There's no prospect worthy of selection once Mendoza's picked. I think the Jets will get Ruben Bain. You build an identity through your defense by getting a wrecking ball of a pass rusher. And Ruben Bain, while not landing a quarterback, is disappointing because Dante Moore went back to college. Ruben Bain's good. His inclusion should not be since he was the most consistent collegiate defender in this 2025 season, just so disruptive. And the Jets, they need to improve the pass rush because they were 31st this past season with only 26 sacks. Bain's addition would allow like Will McDonald to become more of a third down rusher while simultaneously giving them a good defender to play opposite of Jermaine Johnson II, someone who can get pressure from the inside when McDonald's in the lineup. Take Ruben Bain here. For number 3, Cardinals, I think Moaga might go obviously before Spencer Fano, but I'm going to say Spencer Fano here at number 3. The Cardinals' quarterback situation remains up in the air. They can build a strong front five to protect whomever lines up behind center. Because you got Paris Johnson Jr., why not pair Spencer Fano or Moaga on that offensive line with him? His selection provides just long-term bookends for the team to build around. He's a quick twitch mover with excellent balance who can match well with speed rushers on the edge, be a weapon on the move in the run game. Number 4, I think Titans will take Arvell Reese. Robert Saleh has already stated he will call the defensive plays for the Titans after doing so with the Jets in his previous stint as a head coach. Last year, the Titans selected their offensive weapon in Cam Ward. Now they added a defensive weapon to thrive in Robert Saleh's system. Arvell Reese isn't a typical linebacker. He can become a chess piece to represent Saleh's philosophy, fast and violent. He should love the way this draft plays out because the recent 49ers defensive corner gets a versatile defender who can help in several areas. His best position at the next level is on the edge or as an off-ball linebacker. There's no doubt he can play, and I think would be a great addition to Robert Saleh's defense there in Tennessee. The Giants, last one I think I picked Carnell Tate. This one I think I'll pick Francis Moaga. In order to achieve, the Giants must commit to the brand of football by getting better in the trenches and drafting arguably the class's most physical blocker in Francis Moaga. He left the situation in Baltimore, John Harbaugh, where the organization's reputation has been building tough, physical football. I think that's what he's going to do. Could they draft Carnell Tate at receiver? Yes, but I'm going to say Francis Moaga here in this one. Because you can pair him on the front 5 with Andrew Thomas. Jermaine Elmore is an unrestricted free agent. You don't know if he's going to return. They need a long-term answer to the bishop position regardless, to me. So, I think that's who they take. Cleveland Browns, Caleb Downs. The Browns can't be too disappointed because they still have the #1 overall prospect, I think, in the class regardless of position. Safety may not be an immediate need in Cleveland, but he's just simply too good to pass up, particularly after the top 2 offensive linemen already come off the board. Shadur's probably not the answer, maybe not the answer or feature at quarterback, but there isn't a quarterback worth taking here. Could they take Carnell Tate? Probably. Safety isn't the biggest need, but the talented defensive back makes an already good defense even better. And Todd Monken just witnessed what having a secondary running through Kyle Hamilton looks like. Like, Downs has the instinct and speed to play on the roof of the defense. Like, he's going to be good, man. Number 7, the Commanders, David Bailey. A season earlier, the Commanders' defense ranked 13th overall on the way to an NFC Championship game. Obviously, massive overhauls necessary after what they failed in 2025. David Bailey's coming off a 14.5 sack season, tied for the most in the country in college football. And the free agency and draft went by. Their only significant addition came courtesy of signing Von Miller. So they definitely need to get a pass rusher. Saints, I'm going to say Jeremiah Love again. While running back position tends to be devalued in today's game, Jeremiah Love is viewed, I think, can be viewed as a top 3 prospect in this class, man. Even a small sample size, Tyler Show could prove he could be the guy going forward, at least for 2026. Jeremiah Love's just an explosive playmaking talent. Breaks has home run speed, pass catching ability, and he can force missed tackles for potential explosive plays. And Alvin Kamara's 31. He's not getting any younger. It's a risk taking running back top 10, but I think Jeremiah Love's worth it. The Chiefs, I think, take Jordan Tyson here. Rare thing here with him in the top 10. I think Jordan Tyson's the most skilled receiver in the draft. Like, short area quickness, route running, upside fits well with Andy Reid calling plays. They need a potential difference maker receiver. I think Tyson offers that. His medicals will be something to watch, though, because he suffered a lot of injuries. But when he's out there, he's really talented. The Bengals, I think they take Mansour Delane, corner. They desperately need a defensive playmaker. The secondary's been a sore spot for years, and it'll be a big help. Like, he presents prototypical size at 6 foot, 190. He has great football IQ and the scheme versatility. His lone season at LSU solidified his confidence, and I think he could be a start of helping their secondary. The Dolphins, Jermon McCoy. He suffered ACL tear during off-season workouts and never played a down. Still, his skill is far too good not to take a chance at this juncture. Their defense is highly suspect, Miami at corner, and his tape is among the best. Class is best at corner. 6 foot, 193, long, twitchy, really good closing speed. Can play against a multitude of receivers. And his physicality transitions to the run game, too. Like, he's a really good tackler. And I know it's a risk coming off torn ACL, but I think it would be worth it. Cowboys take Sonny Styles here. In this particular case, his physical profile and play style are exactly what the Cowboys like in their linebackers. You add a potential to massively upgrade an underachieving defense and disappointing. He can step in and wear the green dot and become a defensive leader immediately. Doesn't miss many tackles. The Rams, Carnell Tate here at 13. That gives the returning Matthew Stafford yet another weapon. Because Devontae Adams is not getting any younger or cheaper, and resetting the receiver clock could be a high priority. Tate can be the number 1 receiver in this class, man. Perimeter size, great route running, springy athleticism for high point catches. Adds to an already potent offense. I would take defense maybe here, most likely, but I could see them taking Carnell Tate, though. It's not viewed as an immediate need, but it can help their offense be even more deadly. The Ravens, Peter Woods. He was once viewed as a top 10 prospect, but he didn't have the dominant final collegiate season that many expected. When the Ravens see value with high upside, they tend to strike, so he has good traits to be more productive when it comes to getting after the quarterback with good coaching at the next level. He experienced it down here as a pass rusher, but there's little to no doubt about him operating against the run. Bucks, Kenyon Sadiq, tight end out of Oregon. Evans and Godwin are scheduled to enter free agency. The Buccaneers need more weapons. Kenyon Sadiq is far and away the best tight end prospect here. K. Dalton isn't the most important part of the Bucks offense, but his contract is expired, and the unproven players in the depth chart aren't inspiring. And he's a really good blocker as well, and untapped potential as a pass catcher. Needs to stop dropping the ball, but other than that, I think he'll be good. The Jets, with their next pick, with their other first-round pick, take Mekhi Lemon. He's arguably the safest receiver prospect. Like, he was really good last year. I think he had 1,000 yards and 11 or 12 touchdowns or something like that for USC. He brings a high floor. It's like a pure slow, create after the catch with great ball skills. And he's a talented and deceptive route runner who pairs well with more explosive Wilson, because you got Garrett Wilson now. So that could be a good 1-2 duo right there. They'll draft a quarterback. I just don't think it's going to be first round. I don't see it. The The Lions, Akeem Mesidor. Their setup is far more conducive to bringing in an older prospect because the team isn't necessarily looking at its long-term future. Lions are built to win now, and Mesidor's age will continue to be a topic of discussion. However, he was the best hand usage, has the best hand usage of any pass rusher in this upcoming draft class. Like, you're looking for a Bucky and opposite Aiden Hutchinson. He may not present as high of a ceiling compared to other younger prospects, but he's just so good, man. Him and Ruben Bain were just such beasts, especially in the playoffs. The Vikings, Avion Terrell. The unit can still upgrade the secondary. Avion Terrell is one of the class's competitive and most well-rounded corners. He can immediately step in their scheme, because Brian Flores is back as their defensive coordinator, and Isaiah Rodgers' contract does expire after the 2026 season, but Terrell could come in and play right away. Sticky in man coverage, but he shines as his own defender. His eyes are on the quarterback, just the natural instincts. And he could even use his speed to blitz off the edge, because we know Brian Flores likes to blitz. So, I would love this pick for them. Panthers, T.J. Parker. Their defense showed marked improvement by finishing in the middle of the pack after being dead last the prior season. However, room for improvement, particularly no one among the unit in the edge rushing managed more than 5 sacks. Look, T.J. Parker didn't live up to expectations during the season. They look far better in the Senior Bowl, and they definitely need to get an edge rusher. Cowboys, their second one, get an edge rusher. Speaking of needing an edge rusher, with the Cowboys pick they got from the Packers, second one, they take Cassius Howell. He had 11.5 sacks in 13 games last season at Texas A&M. You can bring it, gives Donovan Ezeraku a running mate to come screaming off the edges and help slow down opponents with how bad their defense was last year. The Steelers take their Texas A&M player, KC Concepcion. Like, he's a dynamic and skilled receiving prospect. Like, his ability to train space could open ways for their offensive attack, maybe, because he's a threat to score at any time. Like, he really broke out this past season. DK Metcalf remains a tremendous threat when he's on the field, but they just need a receiver next to him. Chargers, Ola Avega out of Penn State, an interior offensive lineman. Chargers need an interior offensive lineman. You have Joe Alt and hopefully Rashawn Slater coming back, so you get an interior offensive lineman to help. I don't think he allowed a sack last year. And Jim Harbaugh's approach is winning the point of attack. That's who you take right there. Eagles, Caden Proctor out of Alabama. They lost their reowned offensive line coach, and the setup places Proctor at right guard for at least a season, and his tackle background provides insurance sooner rather than later, maybe when Lane Johnson retires. The Cleveland Browns take Caleb Lomu out of Utah. Considering the Browns' low short-term expectations and impatience for development across the roster, Lomu should theoretically have to add weight and play strength while also having the benefit of facing the best edge rusher in football every day in practice, like Myles Garrett, to help his skills. The Bears take Emmanuel McNeil Warren, a safety. He isn't well known on the national level after playing 4 years in the MAC, but he has a really good skill set, underrated instincts, driving on the football, mirroring the quarterback well. Really unique. The Bills, Malachi Fields out of Notre Dame. The Coleman experiment has been a failure. Experiment has been a failure. And Fields is a more dominant ball winner that Josh Allen can trust to me. He offers tools, size, strength, and high-pointing ability to me than Keon Coleman. 49ers, Denzel Washington, receiver. Number 28, Texans, defensive lineman Lee Hunter. The automatic assumption is that we'll start building around C.J. Stroud instead of investing in what's a top defense. But I think they will take a Lee Hunter here, and they can free him up the middle with Will Anderson and Daniel Hunter. 29, the Rams take Monroe Fielding. Number 30, the Broncos take Kedrick Falk. Number 31, the Patriots take Kay McDonald out of Ohio State. And the number 32, Seahawks take Dylan Thieneman, safety out of Oregon. That's going to be such an underrated pick, man. And who knows it kind of just depends what they do in free agency, but it's my pick for him. But yeah, that's my second mock draft. The last one I'll do this week. Done my first one this week on Monday. This will go out Wednesday. So, I don't know when I'll do my third one. Maybe some point next week. Just want to do a second one for Wednesday, because I don't really have anything else to do. But yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Peace.